I touched on a brief point in my video about Dru and Tariq that Zeke is going to be the key for the Tariq family. He's basically Monet's way out of the game. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about that in detail, about the storyline between Tariq and Zeke, and a little bit more about Dru as well after seeing your comments. Welcome back to MovieBot, and let's talk about Tariq, Zeke and Dru. Power is finally on our screens, and for those that are new to my channel, welcome to MovieBot. I'm going to be breaking down characters, storylines in a lot more detail after I do my review and recap. So this is all about Tariq, Dru and Zeke, why I think he's going to be a dead man walking, and why I think he'll die. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video so you understand my logic behind this. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to MovieBot. If you haven't done so already, make sure you smash the subscribe button. But with that being said, first of all, let's talk about how smart Tariq has already been in so many different ways in these first two episodes. When Frank turned up to the Tejadas, he knew instantly the only way he got out of prison was by snitching. He told Kane this when they had a conversation, and Kane was taken a little back by how smart Tariq is. And in fact, so was Monet. And I'd go as far as saying he kind of put Kane in his place. Tariq also gave that cryptic speech at Ghost's funeral when he was in a limbo whether to talk trash about his father or good. Davis McLean wanted him to help Tasha's case by telling everybody what his father did, how he was a kingpin and his murderous ways. Simon Stern wanted to give Tariq's ghost a glowing image, a glowing send-off, but his cryptic speech did neither. Uncle Gabe tells him that he seems very smart, even though I don't think he's ever met Tariq, and he says he's just like his father. Similar to what Simon Stern said to Tariq when they met, he said he just reminds him of his father as well. I've also spoken about that quote which was mentioned by Uncle Gabe, Ghost and soon to be Monet in this next episode, that you'll either end up dead or in jail. And at the end of episode 2 when Tariq spoke to Tasha, he mentioned that remember how Ghost always used to say drug dealers either only end up dead or in jail? Well, I think I found another way. I think this other way could be the use of Braden, his brother and the cops, because they use their surname Western to their advantage. Their family is very well known for having built the auditorium at Stansfield, which is why I think they're able to get away with anything. So I think this could be Tariq's way of hustling out college with the use of Braden, him taking advantage of his surname, maybe not his brother because he seems like a bit of a liability, but let's see. This is what I think the other way could be. And did he intentionally drop that he studies art to reel Dru in, and does Tariq even study art? And this was mentioned by Sal Lopez in my comment sections on my last video that I posted, but I actually think Tariq does study art anyway, because I'm sure Zeke would know being his roommate and all, but it's an interesting point. I wouldn't be surprised if Sal is right, and Tariq only said this after seeing him drawing at the dinner table in a way of him getting closer to Dru, and I'm going to come to why he would do this later on in the video, and it involves Zeke. So as I said before, make sure you stick around till the end of the video. And just another one on Dru, I'm going to be talking about him later on in the video as well, but before I move on to Zeke, a lot of you said in the comment section on my previous video that he could be gay, and I genuinely think this could be a real possibility, especially if you read his character description, and I'll leave his character description down below in the description of the video if you guys want to take a read. So will Tariq use this to his advantage and trick him into doing something that the Tejadas will deem as unforgivable? And I'll come back to this unforgivable moment in just a minute. But with regards to him being gay, the showrunners have had previous gay characters on the show like Lobos and Jukebox, so it would be a real possibility that Dru may be, and that's why he gave him this look when he first saw Tariq. We'll definitely find out sooner or later if this is the case or not. But let's talk about Tariq and Zeke, and now you'll pick up why I think Zeke is a dead man walking, along with the other points I've made at the beginning of the video. And the pressure is going to be ramped up on Tariq because he's going to have his work pile up soon. I mean, Tariq can't even finish reading his books. We've seen this twice already, and there's a common theme of him being late to his lessons. I've mentioned this twice already. And on top of all of this, Davis McLean is going to be on his ass because he's not going to be Tasha's lawyer for free. He still owes him 450k, which he somehow needs to earn. And well, Tariq, well, he can't fail. He needs to graduate if he's to inherit anything of Ghosts. So is he going to be told what to do by Zeke when he demands Tariq to do his papers? Nuh-uh. I think Tariq is going to snap sooner or later, and I'm going to talk about why I think Zeke is a dead man walking now. Now, Zeke is very important to Monet and the Tejada family. This was mentioned in the first episode because Zeke is the Tejada's golden ticket out of the drug game. The reason is because if he can make it as a professional basketball player, he's Monet and the Tejada's way out of the game for good, reminiscent of how Truth and the club business was Ghost's way out of the drug game. Notice how she told Zeke that he better be on the basketball court real soon, and how she never let him go back to Stansfield because he had a little to drink. Monet is very overprotective of Zeke and won't let him harm his chances of making it to the big leagues, because that's what the Tejada family want, and that's what the Tejada family need, because even she knows there's only two ways out of the drug game. That's either dead or in jail, or if you're Tariq you found another way, which we'll probably see sooner or later if there is another way. But anyway, Monet is very overprotective over Zeke. She doesn't want anything getting in the way of him making it as a basketball player, and in my opinion, this is why I think Zeke is a dead man walking. It's only a matter of time before he gets killed off, because this is what could be the game-changing moment in the show for the Tejada family. And this goes back to my point about Tariq not being happy to do Zeke's work anymore, and the use of Dru, because it's going to be very risky for Tariq to kill Zeke. So could he brainwash Dru into doing his dirty work? Now, I've spoken about how smart Tariq is at the beginning of the video, so now I'm putting all of the pieces together. Will we see Tariq play the smartest move yet and use Dru to get rid of Zeke? Could Zeke find out that Dru is gay if he hits on Tariq, or if he's involved with someone from Zeke's basketball team? And if that does happen, he'll be shit scared of this coming out in the Tejada family, and this is where Tariq might use this to his advantage and have Dru take out Zeke. And this will be the smartest play yet if it does play out this way. And I'm not saying it 100% will, this is just my opinion based on what we've seen so far and what we know from Dru's character description. So remember, this is just my opinion on how I think it could play out. And in my opinion, Tariq being book smart as he is, he still won't be able to handle the workload that Zeke is going to put on his desk. Using Dru and that art connection to get close to him and possibly brainwash him. And when Dru is involved with a basketball teammate of Zeke, I have a feeling that this is what will be used to kill Zeke. And it has to happen in my opinion, because this death in the Tejada family is the game-changing death, because Zeke really is their golden ticket out of the drug game. You know, Diana could die, Dru could die, even Kane could die, but Zeke is the only person that Monet will not want to lose if this happens. This death would turn the Tejada family inside out, and it's the game-changing moment, not just for the Tejada family, but for Tariq and the whole show. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section about everything I've just spoken about. Do you think Zeke will die? Will Tariq be the one to use Dru and have Zeke killed, or will Tariq kill him himself? Let me know your thoughts, comments, and any theories you may have. I want to hear your opinions, so make sure you drop them down below. And if you haven't done so already, remember to smash the subscribe button. And I'm going to be back tomorrow with an extended video on my predictions of episode 3, so make sure you look out for that video. I'll be breaking down what to expect in episode 3 and my predictions, so make sure you smash that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.